whole cricket setup around the world will be streamlined.
And that will be the worst thing is Jay Shah will finals.
Yeah, Akib, I think New Zealand also at some point.
Salman Ali
given some
is
hard-
leading the side.
Okay,
Want to say for this?
I
Really built Pakistan team.
Akib, I think we should not have for coming back to the team might not be shut permanently.
And Tahir, you know that
Yeah,
Haris
I
Rauf is
think-
also there are lots of discussion happening in sport and Tahir is with us today. How are you, Tahir?
Good, Akib, God is too kind. What about you?
Doing well, Tahir. And how do you see India's victory against New Zealand? Even you are wearing blue shirt today, Tahir. Is it in honor of the Indian team?
Yes, Akib, because Indians are our neighbor. We sport cricket in every aspect.
Even though they are toxic a bit.
Yeah, but no, they are not toxic. I think their management is toxic, which is leading their team to become toxic. Only one person, Jay Shah, if he could be neutralized or should bring them to his line, whole cricket setup around the world will be streamlined.
And Tahir, the worst thing is Jay Shah will be here for 3 years in ICC. That's the worst thing.
That's the worst thing, actually, not for Pakistan and Indian cricket, but for the whole cricketing world. I think actually Jay Shah should be sacked immediately because he has made the fun of Champions Trophy very adversely. I think whole cricketing nation should be united again to remove that.
They should be calling the home champions trophy, home team champions trophy.
Yeah, Akim, look, home team was the organizer of this champion trophy, but unfortunately, neither their officials were invited on the final celebrations on the stage. Neither final could be organized on their
Rashid Bhai
homeland.
questioned this also.
So these things are very terrible and heart-wrenching, and I think all cricketing nations should join their hands together to avoid such issues in near future. Otherwise, Jay Shah will keep on doing such things.
And you
on
said
and on.
that by beggars cannot be choosers.
Beggars cannot be choosers. Yes, Akib, because India has raised a small concern and we agree with the terms and condition, and we shifted over whole matches for India into on
Dubai.
other venue, Dubai. This was very heart-wrenching.
Do you think that we will go there in 2026, 2021?
Akib, I
Pakistan
think-
should go there in
Akib, I think
next World
Pakistan should boycott on all forms against the Indian cricket. Definitely, it's the only solution. Otherwise, playing on the neutral venue for both the team, it's ultimately is a win of India.
Cup. Concept is wrong.
Yeah, and Indian have proven and taken the full advantage of playing at neutral venue.
Tahir bhai, how do you see the way their team has played, particularly Rohit Sharma? Virat failed, but their team eventually won the match. How do you
Yeah, Akib, but I think the presence of great player also played a vital role. I think that's the reason.
see? You saw Virat was looking emotional also.
Yeah, because Akib, it was a big tournament, big match, and unfortunately Virat couldn't able to perform well. I think this thing will pinching Virat very terribly. But on the other hand, he will be very happy that finally at last their team managed to win that trophy.
But you were saying that New Zealand should not be playing the final because it's just a joke that they just hand over the trophy to India. Only we see Australians who give India a hard time in finals.
Yeah, Akib, I think New Zealand also at some point given some hard time to India.
But we
But
saw some less score.
They
Score was little low.
score was little low and they managed to slip the match very easily. If I think New Zealand could have controlled their nerve, this match could have been on their side as well.
And Tahir bhai, how do you see New Zealand Pakistan series? Obviously, is coming on 16 March. We are playing a very young team. Salman Ali is leading the side. What do
Okay,
you say? Want to say for this?
I
Newly built Pakistan team.
Akib, I think we should not have
High hopes
due to this series because the reason is New Zealand has played exceptionally well in the final in India and also in tri-series New Zealand outcolored Pakistan in all the discipline. Whether it was batting, bowling, fielding, in every discipline they shattered the Pakistani team. So I think the inclusion of new player might be helpful for Pakistan because they are young guns and they are totally coming almost on their performance or merit. So I think it is very good for them to prove themselves and shut the door for senior players forever.
And lastly, before we close this video, Tahir bhai, you saw that Haris and Shaheen are off from the one-day squad. How do you see this? Even though Shoaib bhai has said that I can give them coaching to prove their bowling.
I think Shoaib Bhai should
He wants to
reverse
come in PCB, I think.
Yeah, but Shoaib Bhai should reverse his statement because now the players have been obsessed.
They lack
and
the passion.
They like the passion, but on the other hand, Naseem and Shaheen, I think nobody can fix them, to be honest, because the grouping and other factors cannot be ruled out whether you have international coaches under your above your umbrella or not. So, but the main thing is first thing Shaheen and Shaheen
Haris.
and Haris should develop their attitude, should develop their positive attitude if they want to achieve something. Otherwise, in
You see,
future,
Shaheen is getting in other activities, I think.
yeah, I think I agree, and I totally agree with your point, which you want to raise over here. That's why I'm saying that they should clear their direction, should uplift their positive attitude and vibe. This thing can help them to uplift them and make their way in the team. Otherwise, I think, as Mohsin Naqvi included the young gun in Pakistan New Zealand series, I am afraid of that the doors for the senior player for coming back to the team might not be shut permanently.
And Tarba, you know that Haris Rauf is also showing the number plate of PMLN these days. Maybe he wants to come back.
Yeah, Akib
I
also.
think his wife is from Noon League side.
Yeah, and Akib
Bobby.
has a successful meeting with Khaja Asif Saab, and he has raised a question that please don't politicize this meeting. This meeting is our personal meeting.
We know personal.
But Akib, we know that
Umar Akmal
personal-
also used to do these things.
Yes, Akib and PMLN number plates, these sort of things are definitely a hint of reverse swing.
Tarba, we don't know if Fahim Ashraf also shook hands with Nawaz when he's in the team.
Yeah.
That's also biggest example.
I think those hands are golden hands, and I think whoever shake hands with them got his destiny.
Merit is
Yeah.
I mean, Nasib Bhai also said that he wants to take name of the match.
I'm sorry, Akib, I'm not sure which fan is recalling me from the depth of his heart. Yeah, Akib, blessings. So Akib, I totally agree with Rashid bhai, but there is a verse of Urdu, "Bahut der kar di meherban pe."
Why he didn't speak before?
Yeah, he is speaking this truth after a good 35, 36 years. If you could have spoken this truth before, I think this thing can have been snapped at that time, and the morale and the quality of the players of the team should have been uplifted at that time. But it's a not we have heard that justice delayed, justice denied.
But you feel that way 90s team underachieved because of these grouping and all of these match fixing scenarios.
Yeah, Akib, but
Talk about grouping, but that time grouping was at peak.
Akib, although there was grouping, but the performance of team was still booming at times. We have heard that there was a captaincy clash between Bakar and Wasim, but the
Wasim
performance of the team never.
We played World Cup final
Yeah,
also.
and the performance of the team didn't affect it. Despite the fact in 2003 we had some issues, but overall performance of the team was at
And that
at
team
the
was built
peak.
by great Imran Khan.
Yeah.
Zabir, thank you so much for your time. Inshallah, tomorrow again we'll try to edit another video. So, guys, that's it for this video. Like, share, and subscribe to Sports for more content like this. Till then, it's goodbye from me and Tayyab. Take care of yourself.